Hello, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. It's now, I think, about quarter to 11, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. Your time may vary, but this is the second part of my working on page 13 of Secret Comics Presents, the horror anthology comic book that I'm currently drawing with writer Nasser Rabadi, and I'm just going through it and trying to tighten things up. I started this morning in an earlier live stream. You can find it in my videos on this channel, and yeah, just trying to get a lot of shadowing and everything worked out on it. Still have to work on this character here at the bottom, but these two panels are pretty much finished, ready for inking, and now I got to work on this major third panel that's taking up most of the page. So just wanted to get going on it and invite you guys, you good folk, to watch me as I struggle through it and potentially mess it up, and you can be here to witness it. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Right now I'm trying to get my tablet to work. So if anyone says anything or has any questions, you can feel free to ask. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, scrolling by from right to left. Where's it left to right? Right to left, I think. This comic book is currently on Indiegogo for sale, and if you click on the link in the description of this video, it's www.secret-comics.com, and you can order a copy of the comic and many other things in order to help fund it. It's being crowdfunded on Indiegogo right now, and I believe there's 38 days left to back the book, and then after that the campaign will close permanently. It is not going in demand as a lot of other campaigns do. Once the campaign time limit is ended, we want to finish the campaign and then go to print it as soon as possible. So we're not going to extend the campaign once 6 days are over. So there's a limited time to back the comic, and I just want to encourage everybody to do so as soon as possible, so that we can get as much support as we can for the book. Right now I'm trying to very annoying. I'm trying to get to my shoot. Is that it? I think this is it. I'm trying to get to my, here we go, to the chat so I can see if anyone's saying anything. My tablet, and it's taking too long. Oh, people are saying stuff, and I missed it. Humphrey Bear asked, did this just start? Yeah, it just started a few seconds ago, Humphrey Bear, so you have caught it. Hey, Cross Comics, Rick, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. How many pages again? Asked Rick from Cross Comics. It is 20 pages. It is a 20-page comic book, and yeah, that's how long it is. So I'm on page 13. I'm not doing the pages necessarily in order, in numerical order. I'm just sort of going through it as I sort of feel in the mood to draw. Right now I felt in the mood to draw this one because it's one of the cooler scenes laid out by Nasser in his script. So I wanted to draw it. So that's why I'm drawing it. Sorry, need some water. Yeah. Better. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, how you doing? Good seeing you. But anyway, this is your first time here. I want to welcome you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your interest, and I hope that you will give this live stream a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I try to do these live streams, drawing the comic, several times a week, and yeah, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications of future videos. And when you hit the bell, make sure that the notifications are set for all, because if it's not set for all, then you will not get all the notifications. So just make sure that you hit the bell, make sure that notifications are set for all. Let's see. Andrew J says first time, long time. I'm not sure what that means. I've seen you here, Andrew J. So I don't think it's your first time here. I don't think. Or maybe I've just seen you on other live streams. But it was good seeing you. Is that Kim K bowing? Backing. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yes, that if that will make you back the book, that is Kim Kardashian here. Backing, I mean, bowing before Satan. But I appreciate you guys' support. When I started off today, the campaign, well, the campaign goal is to raise $6,000. We're 8 days away from reaching the halfway mark in terms of time. We're going to reach 30 days in 8 days. So we would like to get to the halfway point in terms of monetary, funding for the book in 9 days. Right when I started today, it was at we'd raised $2,258, and right now, let's see, that's what it was before. What is it now? Let's see. Right now it's at $2,302. So we've raised almost $50 today. We the in order for us to reach our goal, we need to raise about $80 every day. So we're falling a little short, and we've kind of been falling short kind of every day for the last couple weeks. So we really want to encourage everybody to back the book now rather than waiting, because the more support we have for the book, the more people see that the book is being supported, and they feel that the book will actually reach its goal. If they think the book won't reach its goal, then they figure, well, why back the book if it's not going to reach the goal? So I just want to encourage everybody to back the book as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last couple days, because right now we're right on a knife's edge of whether or not the book will be funded based on the trajectory of the funding at this point. So I just want to make sure that people who look at the campaign know that the book will be funded and they will actually get the comic book at the end. So just want to encourage everybody to back the book as much as possible. Cross Comic says, I would suggest you less for shipping to Canada, because $25 US is a lot when I have seen shipping done for $5 US or less to Canada. Well, you'd have to talk to Nasser about that. I don't know what the backing, what the cost is to sell it or to transfer it or to ship it to different countries are. Nasser set up the Indiegogo campaign, but also we have the $8. If you're not in the continental USA or not in the USA, we have the $8 digital tier where you don't have to pay shipping, so you can get the book, but it'll be a digital copy for $8. So you can do that as well if you're not in the United States. Hey, Matt Costin's here. How you doing? Good seeing you. I missed your live stream today, Matt. I felt bad. I was like, missed it. So, yep. Also, that's 3 times as much as the book. Yeah, well, shipping is a lot of money, and and Nasser is, I think he's using like Gemini mailers. So I'm not sure exactly what the shipping situation is. You would have to talk to Nasser about that, and he has all the costs in terms of how much it's going to cost for, wherever it's going to be shipped. So, hey, Pencil for Life, Brad's here. How you doing? Great seeing you. But anyway, I've talked enough. Let me get to drawing, since that is why you're all here. Not to hear me babble, because that would be very boring. Nobody wants to hear me babble. Matt Cosson. Okay, Matt Cosson's just greeting everybody, because he's a very friendly person. Let's see. Let me start the drawing. And again, if you want to support the book and back it, the link is in the description of the of this video, and also scrolling past you at the bottom. Matt Costin says, Jason, the stream I did yesterday was a random one. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just mad at myself because I didn't set the notifications properly, and I didn't get notified. So hopefully I've corrected that, so that next time you do live stream, I will get the notification and I will be able to check it out. If you guys don't know, Matt Costin is a very good artist, and he is currently working on a comic book called Modded. I don't think it's available yet on Indiegogo, but it will be soon. And he's been live streaming himself drawing various things. Sometimes a comic book, sometimes other artwork. But if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel. Really good stuff. Should probably put a piece of paper down so I don't smear all my pencils. My hand. Hey Shinobi Raccoon, how you doing? Great seeing you. Oh, thank you, Nasser. Nasser's putting the link for the campaign in the chat to make it easier for you folk. So please click the link and check it out. Also, the original pages from the book, our pages are available for purchase, so you can buy this page if you like, or you can buy a head sketch from me of any character you like. There are different tiers for different price levels, so just give it a look-see, see what interests you, and help support the campaign. The Shinobi Raccoon says, uploaded a new time-lapse video dedicated to the Ninja Turtles franchise. Oh, neat. Very cool. Very cool. Hey, Metal, ahoy there. Hope you're doing good. Ah, okay. All right. Metal says he's doing fine. Good. Glad to hear it. So I want to welcome everybody new here. If you haven't already, please give this live stream a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure you hit the bell for notifications for next time I live stream. And when you click the notification bell, make sure it's set for all. Yeah, okay. Wow, 14 people are watching. Ouch. That's awesome. I haven't had that many people watching a long time. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate your interest and support. I hope you'll all consider backing the comic book I'm currently drawing, Secret Comics Presents, the link for which is in the description of this live stream and also streaming across the bottom of your screen right now. Because we really need your support in order for this book to reach its goal in the next month or so. Hey, Comic Book says I'm here for Nasser. Oh, cool. Glad you're here for Nasser. Hopefully you'll stay for me. Hey, Popefire, how you doing? Good seeing you. I need to finish watching your interview with John Boy. What's his name? The artist from Teen Titans. I started watching it earlier today, but then I had to stop. So, but it looked really cool. Popefire says it was so cool. Yeah, it looked cool. Seemed like a really nice guy. So. It's always tricky trying to figure out shadows.
The kind of music men hum a whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Metal says, I tried backing it, but the site doesn't accept PayPal, and I have to wait for a funds transfer. That's weird. It doesn't accept PayPal. Huh. Interesting. I thought Indiegogo accepted PayPal. Maybe not. I've never tried it, so. Hey, Alpha Redneck Gaming. Good seeing you. Hey, Nasser. Um, the medal says that Indiegogo doesn't accept PayPal. Is that true? If so, I would say that's an oversight on their part because PayPal is pretty universal in terms of internet payments. Hey, Dark and Link. How you doing? Matt Costin says he's just backed the book. Awesome. Thank you very much, Matt Costin. You've gotten us one step closer to getting this book completely funded and able to be published and sent out to people to get into their eager hands. So, Nasser and I greatly appreciate it. Everybody should follow Matt Costin's example and back the book. Bullet asks, is this a Mur-based man? What, this? You're talking about this character? No, this is the devil, Satan. So he's not a merman. I guess you're asking because he's got those ears that are sort of, I guess in comic book, in terms of comic book looks, has sort of like a, I don't know why they give characters like sort of like this fish, they consider this sort of like fish-like. To my mind, this is like a bat's wings. So that's why his ears are like that. Not so he looks like a fish. He said the ears are very Seaman. Okay. He's an evil fish. But no, they're supposed to be reminiscent of bat's wings, not fish. I'm trying to think of any fish that have I guess they're fins. Fish fins are sort of bat-like in that sense. Matt Costin says, I'm not a horror fan per se, just ask Nasser, but I'm a Jason Robinson fan. Well, thank you very much. Honestly, I'm not much of a horror fan myself, but I do like Nasser's writing. I find it very interesting. So I was that more than anything else compelled me to want to draw this book with him. So I'm sort of the same way, but with Nasser, which is I don't tell anyone, but I'm actually somewhat of a fan of Nasser's writing, and I think he has a lot of potential in the future. So I want to be able to say I drew a book for Nasser when he's rich and famous. I want to be able to brag about how I drew one of Nasser's first comic books. I drew the third comic book Nasser published. I drew that one. And then I can gain some of Nasser's glory via osmosis. Lake Celtic Moon says, I'm here just playing my game. That's cool. He happens to be holding a trident, which is reminiscent of both Poseidon and Satan equally. Well, yeah, but this isn't exactly a trident; it's a pitchfork. So, which is more satanic than Poseidonic. Don't worry, there'll be flames on it, so there will be no doubt that he is the devil and not Aquaman. Maybe I should make him Aquaman. That'd be cool. When they make the movie based on this comic book, Jason Momoa will play Satan. Post-Satan. Exactly. It's post-Satan. Hey, Trusty Sidekick, good seeing you. I'm glad that you stopped by on your route of stream hopping. I'm very happy to see you. Hopefully before you bounce out, you will give the live stream a thumbs up. That'd be very cool. Pitchfork is a trident. Word trident predates pitchfork, or in the case of Hades, carries a too long spear called a bident. Well, it's not Hades. So, although he is in Hades, you can also have a four-pronged fork, which would be a quadrant, but then never came back up. But it never came back then to be a real word. How about a quindent, a five-pronged one? All right. Alright, shadow, 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 shadow. Hopefully you can see this. I'm not doing it off screen. Shadow, shadow. Alright. Alright. More shadows. Which is good because it's a horror comic, so you should have lots of shadows on a horror comic to make it spooky. I just need to... I'm used to doing more open artwork, but I have a great appreciation for the use of blacks and shadowing in comics, so I need to... This comic's a good opportunity for me to practice my shadowing and hopefully improve it. Let's see how. So Matt Constant, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but are you going to follow the government dictates to wear masks when you go outside? I just asked because I want to see Matt go on a rant. That look spooky. That look satanic-y sufficiently. Yush is here. He says, "Hey, you're back at it." Yes, I am, Yush. I have to keep working on it till it's done. So I'm back at it. I'm back at it. Putting some fur on the devil's tail, and let's keep working at it till the whole book's done. Hmm. I'm not liking that shadow there. I'm not liking that shadow. 'Cause it's... Oh, Yash asks, so Ghost Rider versus Superman. Ghost Rider. Superman's vulnerable to magic. Or is supernatural, rather. So, Ghost Rider will win. In an actual fight. So, I mean, if it were a comic book, they'd have Superman win. Or they just end up being friends. They end up being buddies. But realistically, Ghost Rider. What's going on here? Let's see. Yeah, they say Ghost Rider can be any non-cosmic character because he's cosmic. I wouldn't call Ghost Rider cosmic. I mean, he's supernatural. When I think a cosmic, I think space-based, and Ghost Rider is devil-based. His power comes from Satan, doesn't come from space. The Metal says Superman once beat the conceptualization of his own death in the story of Superman. I don't think Ghost Rider has the capacity to kill him. Well, I don't know what that means, the conceptualization of his own death. I've never read the story of Superman, but I know Superman is vulnerable to magic and to the supernatural, and that's all Ghost Rider is. I mean, that's why, you know, realistically, Captain Marvel can be Superman because Captain Marvel's powers are based on magic. I mean, I don't see how Superman can beat a character whose abilities and powers come from the devil. You know, Superman should be powerless against him. Basically, he can't punch him, if he punched him, he burned his hand on him. So the metal says Swamp Thing is pretty stupidly powerful. He's tangled with the other kind. Yeah, well, he's one of the, what do they call them in he's an elemental. Is that what they call them in DC Comics? He's like the, I can't remember what his designation is, but yeah, he's like he's one of the top dogs in DC Comics in a lot of ways. So. Hey, greetings, Maldicentine. Did I pronounce that right? Or did I completely butcher it? Maldicentine. Maldicentine? Regardless, welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you will, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and also hit the bell for notifications for the next time I live stream. I try to do it several times a week, drawing this comic book that I'm currently illustrating. This one for horror anthology Secret Comics Presents, which is currently available on Indiegogo for I think 38 more days. So I encourage everybody to click the link in the description. It's also in the chat, and it's also scrolling at the bottom of your screen here, and buy a copy before it's too late, before they're all gone, before time is up. Maldicentine says, no problem with the pronunciation, just a fake nick. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure that everyone here is using a fake nick, unless they're not. In which case it's the real nick. The metal says he's the avatar of the green. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Swamp Thing's a very cool character. Hulk has limitless power if he keeps getting angrier. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that whole thing they do with the Hulk, where he has endless power. It's just I find it kind of silly because he's a human, you know. At least with Superman, with Goku, they're aliens. You know, with Ghost Rider, you know, he's supernatural. The Hulk's powers are based on science, and he has a mortal body. He has a human body, so I can't really buy his body being able to endlessly get stronger to infinity, no matter what happens. You know, as long as he's angry enough. I don't know. For some reason, I just can't buy it. Like with World War Hulk, he got, you know, he was like strong enough to do all sorts of stuff that I was just like, Hulk shouldn't be that strong. The medal says, Hulk once punched time. The medal says, technically, Ghost Rider's powers don't don't come from the devil. His powers are that of God because the spirit of vengeance was an angel. But how it came to Mephisto is complicated. Okay, regardless, it's his power is supernatural, and so Superman should not be able to beat him because Superman is he again, it's one of his weaknesses, and Superman is just an alien, and an alien's abilities, no matter where they're from, don't trump those of gods or Satans. So. It's like Superman. Superman should have fixed abilities. Yeah, no, I agree. That's one of the reasons why I didn't like All-Star Superman. I mean, they made him so stupidly powerful, and I know it was sort of I don't know if it was as like an ode or an homage to the Silver Age comics, but it was just ridiculous how strong they made him in that series. You know, he was like lifting like more than a quintillion tons with one hand and not even sweating. It's ridiculous. And at the end of the story, he's like in the middle of the sun, like working clockworks, making the sun work from the inside. It was just dumb. Silver Surfer is a cosmic character. He beats Superman easily. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because Superman can beat cosmic characters, I think. Because Superman is kind of a cosmic character himself. So I don't know if that's a guarantee win for the Silver Surfer. Yeah, Maldicentine. I think Superman is kind of a cosmic character himself. It's like, could Superman beat Thanos? I think he could. You know, just as easily as he can beat Darkseid. So, and Thanos is a cosmic character. I don't think that being a cosmic character makes you unbeatable to Superman. Well, he doesn't actually have a weakness to magic, just no specific defense against it. Magic needs to be powerful enough to affect someone of his power, though. Is that true? Because I thought that Superman was as defenseless to magic as a normal human. I thought that magic affects Superman the same way it affects a normal human. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I just know that he's vulnerable to it. So maybe he has a stronger what's the term I'm looking for? Defense against it than a normal human, but could Thanos defeat Galactus? Physically, probably not. But Galactus's weakness is that he's kind of dumb. He's easily outwitted. I mean, how many characters have like outsmarted Thanos? I mean, outsmarted Galactus over the year. I mean, even Squirrel Girl beat him. He's just kind of like the big galoot of the Marvel universe. You know, he's strong. You know, he's incredibly strong. But you know, he's not that clever. Did Mike draw Etrigan versus Superman Injustice? I'm not sure. Oh, Nasser's going to bed. No, Nasser, don't go to bed. He says back our book before he leaves. Hey, the Metal, could you put the link to our book in the chat at regular intervals since Nasser is going to bed? I'd appreciate it. Zimbo says Thanos did beat Galactus at one point, didn't he? But normally Galactus should win. He eats worlds after all. Yeah, but but like I said, he's also not particularly clever. So I think that's his main weakness. It's not. I mean, strength-wise, he should be able to beat anyone. I mean, if you magically hurl a 16-ton weight against Superman, it won't affect him. But if you turn him into a goldfish, he can't help it. Eric Hawkins says, I finally backed a really cool comic. Secret Comics presents. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much, Eric Hawkins. Greatly appreciated. Yes, says none of these characters we talked about can defeat the Living Tribunal as far as I know. And does the Living Tribunal even have a body that can be defeated? He's like more of a... He's like a... I think he's beyond physical, beating or anything. How do you defeat the Living Tribunal? I don't know. It's like, how do you defeat death, in the Marvel Universe? Maybe you can, I don't know. But, I mean, how would you do it? Oops. And my tablet's acting up. Oh man, 14 people are watching. Wow, that is cool. Thank you very much, everybody, for checking out my artwork and this page I'm drawing for Secret Comics Presents, which is currently available on Indiegogo. The link is in the description, is in the chat. Hopefully the Metal will post a new link in the chat, and it's also scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So I encourage everybody to go and back it so that we can reach our $6,000 goal in the next 30 plus days, and we can get this book published and in your hands. Man. Oh, the Metal says absolutely. Thank you very much, Metal. I appreciate it. Maldicitine says, could Matt Murdock or Jennifer Walters defeat the Living Tribunal with their legal training? That depends. Has the Living Tribunal kept up with his child support payments? If not, then they could probably beat him. You gotta pay your baby mama, Living Tribunal, or Daredevil will get you. Daredevil will slap you with a subpoena before you know what happened. It's like, you can't do this, I'm the Living Tribunal. It doesn't matter in court, buddy. Trying desperately not to smear these pencils. Hmm.
Sound is all around us, everywhere. It beats in our eardrums until much of the time we're hardly conscious of it. But on this particular Saturday morning, Jimmy Foster suddenly became very conscious of it. It seemed as though the post was vibrating. Well, he'd soon find out whether
So is Nasser a crooked boss like Don King? How everyone says?
showed him that when the bell
A crooked boss. What does that mean? Other than being annoying every once in a while, Nasser pretty much leaves me alone. So I would say he's a good boss because he lets me draw without getting on my case every 5 minutes. Although when he does bother me, he's annoying, but that's just Nasser being Nasser. I don't think he can avoid that.
sound is all around us, everywhere. But on this particular Saturday morning, Jimmy Foster suddenly became very conscious of it. Jimmy's ears were now wide open to the sounds around him.
Hmm.
Hey, that's wonderful. The sound is right next to my ear.
Short waves for high note, long waves for low note. So you see, the loudness of any sound you hear varies with its intensity and its distance from you. But be careful, Jimmy. I lost my radio phone. Now watch.
The medal says, don't get me wrong, I don't think these things about Superman are healthy for the character, but due to too many cooks in the kitchen, he's become beyond multiversal in capacity. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I prefer Superman with definite limits in terms of his powers and abilities, if that's what you're talking about. I'm not a big fan of the all-powerful Superman.
And that's that.
Probably my favorite Superman was
By any means.
John Burns from the '80s. I really like that version. Um, but you know, everyone has their favorite type version. Um, Eric Hawkins says, "So strange. I'm working a short for an anthology. My final panel looks very much like this panel. Ah, cool. Great minds think alike. Great minds. So as the devil and a hot demon chick bowing at his feet. That's very cool. Ah, shoot! I forgot her wings. Got her demon wings. Dagnabbit. Should I give her a tail? I don't know. I think she has enough tail. Let me just sketch her. Wait, am I using the right one? I think I'm using. Wait, am I? Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. Sorry. Got a light table for a second. I've got a light table for a second. So, let's see. Bink, bink, bink. Let me do it so there are no tangents. I don't want tangents on my drawing, so I gotta adjust. Gotta adjust. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. May not be. I'll figure it out. Bliss says, "Swiper, quit swiping." Yeah, I actually did look at Eric Hawkins' artwork, and I figured if it's good enough for Eric Hawkins, it's good enough for me. So I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna swipe it. So that's what I did. If you're gonna swipe from the best. Maldicitine says, "I would still take that faulty Superman over the disgrace that Bendis is submitting us in Action Comics." Yeah, I'm not a fan of what Bendis is doing with Superman. I hate the whole revealing his identity to the world thing. I think that's just stupid. And I'm sure I mentioned it before, how realistically that should spell doom and horror for every person he grew up with in Smallville, because they would be the first people that, if I were a villain, I would go after. His first grade teacher, dead. His high school coach, dead. And they would all know it was because Superman revealed his identity to the world. So, well, it says, "I was talking about Eric." Oh, please, Eric. Eric would never swipe anything. He looks shifty. Have you seen him? Eric looks like a fine human being and a model citizen. So, I mean, if anybody's gonna be swiping stuff, it's me. I mean, have you seen me? I have a face that would do it. Eric Hawkins says, "LOL, swiping minds think alike." That is true. That is true. I mean, I would definitely swipe from like Matt Costner or Matt Weldon. Those are two guys I would swipe from, definitely. What am I doing here? Maldicine says, "Yep, and Superman revealing himself as Clark would disgrace Lois's reputation as a journalist by implication." Well, disgrace everyone at the Daily Planet by implication, especially Clark Kent himself. I mean, half of his stories, or most of his stories he's written as Clark, have been about Superman. So he's writing about himself, giving himself positive press. Same with Lois, same with Jimmy, same with Perry White as editor. It's just dumb. And actually, I mean, I think they're kind of going in that vein. Well, a little. I mean, they've talked about it a little in the issues about, but I haven't read I think the newest issue that I've read was, sort of the press find out about Superman declaring himself the ambassador for Earth, speaking for all humanity, and the press finds out about that, and then they run with it, saying that Superman has declared himself our king, or whatever. But I haven't read any issues past that one, so I should probably check it out, see what's going on. But the story itself is dumb. Oh yeah, happy birthday to Manny from Good Dog Press. It's his birthday today. Thank you, Trusty Sidekick. I forgot about that. Eric Hawkins says, "Mine is a little different. Mine is Cthulhu sitting on the throne of Oz with Toto in his lap." Oh wow, ooh, awesome. Is that currently active? Your Zombieful World of Oz, Eric Hawkins, the newest issue? I know you're working on it, but I didn't know if it's available for purchase yet. Let's see. I want to hold Weldon. What the frick? Okay, Bullet. It's very interesting. Um, a little creepy, but it's interesting. I, I think I'm pretty sure Matthew Weldon's wife would probably drop kick you into the next century if you did that, or try to do that. Trusty Sidekick says, Jason, are you self-taught? Absolutely not. If I were self-taught, my art would be probably far worse than it is now. Now I've been taking art classes since I was a kid. I took art class in school. Middle school, high school. Went to college. Started off in engineering, and then changed in my junior year to art, graphic design, and been learning ever since. And I'm still learning. Still go to figure drawing classes. At least once a month, sometimes twice. I've been going to figure drawing classes for years. Not that it shows necessarily, but still watch YouTube videos to learn different techniques and stuff. So I definitely am not self-taught. I have been ripping off people and learning from people since I was probably, since I think I took my first art class probably when I still lived in New York, so it was probably 7 or 8. First time I took an art class. But they're fun. I enjoy art classes, and mainly because it gives me a chance to interact with other artists. Drawing by myself is very limiting for me. I get a lot from other artists and sort of gleaning stuff from them, how they work, and I enjoy the sort of natural competition that sort of grows from interacting with other artists, especially in class. It kind of spurs me on. That's one of the things I've enjoyed most about the last, I guess, 2 years with Comicsgate and all this stuff with Drawn and Quartered and everything. It forces me to it forces me to push past my comfort zones and to do things that I'm not comfortable doing, and to draw or try to draw things that I'm not used to drawing. So, like I said, if I were self-taught, I would not be nearly as decent an artist as I am. So I encourage art classes and figure drawing classes to everyone. Although some people, I mean, like Matthew Weldon, he said that he's self-taught. He's never taken a drawing class, and I'm like, holy mackerel. I mean, to me, that's like, that just emphasizes how skilled an artist Matthew Weldon is, because I couldn't do that. Missing some stuff. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Holy mackerel. If I remember correctly, it says Maldicitine. I'll just call you Mal. If I remember correctly, during the New 52, when Perry White discovered Clark was Superman, he fired him. He may have. I never followed Superman in the New 52. I didn't like that version of the character, so he very well may have done so. Trying not to mess this up, and I'm failing. Eric Hawkins says Superman is an illegal alien and should be deported. How would you deport Superman? I guess you have to get a lot of kryptonite and then force him off the planet. I guess you could do that. Eric Hawkins says it's not available yet. I go live on April 27th on Kickstarter, and then on Indiegogo after that ends. Okay, cool. Well, everybody keep an eye out for the Zombieful World of Oz by Eric Hawkins. As he said, it launches on April 27th on Kickstarter. And then after that, it will be available on Indiegogo. So keep an eye out for it. The medal says, unless she gets off on that sort of thing. On what sort of thing? I've completely missed what that referred to. Maybe he's talking about Lois. I don't know. Let's build that space wall, says Bullet. Eric Harkin says, what, you left engineering for art? Well, yeah, if you'd seen my grades, you would realize that it was the wisest choice to make. I originally wanted to go into aerospace engineering. I wanted to be a rocket scientist because I enjoy astronomy. I enjoy you know, astronauts and all that cool stuff. I'm into science. I always was, but yeah, my grades, I would never gotten into the College of Engineering. I probably had like a C minus, not C minus, but a C average. In my engineering classes, pre-engineering classes, like differential equations and all those other courses. Some of them I did well, and some of them I did not at all. So I realized I wasn't going to get into College of Engineering. So I changed my major to art because I knew that, if nothing else, I could get A's in art. So, and I did. It worked out. So, the medal says having more roundtable streams for drawing would be great. I need to set up the ability to stream. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you just go on to what is it, StreamYard, that's the easiest way to do it. You can get 20 free hours every month to live stream on StreamYard. It's extremely easy. I mean, even I could do it. And whereas right now, I ran out of hours on StreamYard, so now I'm streaming through OBS. And I'm still learning OBS. I still have to learn how to get multiple people on the stream using OBS. So I think my StreamYard account reboots tomorrow. So starting tomorrow, I'll be able to live stream with multiple people. So I would recommend StreamYard. It's an easy, free way to live stream with multiple people. You're just limited in the number of hours every month you can do it. So, I mean, for most people, 20 hours is fine. What? My glasses are acting up here. Trusty Psychic says, in college I had one figure drawing class where I was also dating one of the girls in the class. She was very sweet and a terrific artist, but it was fun watching her try to draw the male models while covering her eyes. It says Trusty Psychic. That's funny. That was one of the best parts about taking art classes in college. Nude models. That was awesome. It was so cool. I mean, when you're 17 years old and like you have like, hot girls, who are 18, 19, 20 years old modeling for you, that's like the best. Mal says, love Matt, but that has to be an exaggeration. I don't know which. Are you talking about Matthew Weldon? Never taking a figure drawing class, or not being self-taught? I don't think it's an exaggeration. I don't think he's lying about that. I think that he's just learned just from watching and drawing on his own. I mean, he's been drawing comics for quite a while. I mean, he's come to my attention very recently in the last year and a half or so, but he's been drawing comics professionally for years. I mean, I think well over a decade. It's just that with this whole Comicsgate thing, he's coming to everyone's attention now, but he's not a novice. He hasn't just like picked up a pencil yesterday. He's been drawing for a good long time. I'm out of focus. Folks, I'm out of focus. Dagnabbit, thank you very much. I didn't even notice that. Am I in focus now? I can't see because my eyes are bad. Which is not good if you're an artist. You need good eyes if you're an artist. So I look forward to the day when we can clone eyes and I can get my eyes back to 2020 instead of the 2400 they are right now. That it's not fun. Let's see. Get my glasses straightened. Thank you, Trusty Psychic, for letting me know. I had no idea. Isn't Superman a found child within U.S. territory? So legally, those are considered Americans until proven otherwise. Well, we already know that he's an alien, so it's been proven. Um, Victor says New 52 was my Superman when I got into DC Comics. Oh wow, huh? That's neat. That's interesting. Um, I didn't like New 52 that much, but now with Bendis, I miss it with all my heart. Well, I still don't like New 52. Even with Bendis, I think it's an improvement because at least Superman is a good guy and not some sort of super jerk. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't find New 52 that interesting. The only comics that I liked from New 52 were Batman because he didn't really change at all in New 52, and I also liked Aquaman, and I found Animal Man to be interesting as well with the New 52, where he was an avatar for the Red. I thought that was very interesting take on Animal Man. But most of the rest of it, I thought was stupid. I hated the fact that they turned the original Green Lantern gay. I thought that was, I found that offensive and stupid. It was just a lot of, I thought it was just a bad idea in general. I thought it was, I think in a lot of ways, I thought it was an excuse for Jim Lee to try to redesign all the DC characters, you know. It was, nah, I didn't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Metal says, Eric Hawkins says, I left art for drafting. My art teacher in high school was so impressed with the house I drew, he suggested drafting. So I spent the next 4 years in high school in drafting and college. Huh, that's cool. I took drafting in high school. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, it was, to me, it's just another form of drawing. But I really enjoyed drafting quite a bit. Did I take it for? I think I took it for 1 semester in high school. I think that's all they really offered. They didn't have like drafting 2 or anything. If they did, I would have taken it because I really enjoyed it. And the teacher was really good. His name was Mr. Amore. I still remember his name. And you know, it's like, how long ago was that? It was over 30 years ago. The metal says, my PC sucks. I have to use my admittedly great phone to stream. It's more about constructing a mount to capture my workspace. Well, you have to. Well, the good thing is, like this, that I'm using to live stream now. Hopefully, I didn't get out of focus again. I probably did because I'm an idiot. No, it's still in focus. I'm looking. But this thing that is holding my camera right now is also the same mount that I use to hold my phone when I live stream. What this is holding the camera and my phone when I live stream is a flexible arm, and you can buy them on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I think this one I'm using, it clamps to my desk, and it's, how long is this? It's a little over 3 feet. I think it's like 39 inches long. If you get one that's 36 inches or longer, that's the best. That's long enough to curve over your drawing table and record your artwork. But it costs, I think, $15, $16. It's pretty cheap, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. And it's much better than trying to construct something on your own. I tried for a long time to figure out how to do something that holds it in place while you're drawing, because when you're drawing on your table, the table shakes, you know, slightly. I'm shaking my table right now, but the good thing about the mount, this flexible mount, is that as you're shaking the table, the mount shakes with it, so there's not that much jiggle. I mean, if you try to construct something on your own, it could collapse, you know, because it's not specifically made for what you're trying to use it for. But you know, give it a shot if you're a handy person and you can do it. Then I would recommend that you give it a shot. Eric Hawkins says, I've used PCP pipe, an old tripod, and a $5 cell phone car clamp to make a rig. Yeah, I tried using an old tripod, but it kept on sliding, and it was It was a pain in the butt. Trusty Sidekick says our models weren't hot, but one of them was a choreographer for a musical I was in, so we had stuff to chat about. That's good. That's nice. Lady Celtic Moon says her hand is hurting. Why? Ouch, I'm sorry. Fly Fox Pro says New 52 had a few good things, but overall it stunk. I agree. I was not a big fan of the New 52. Much at all. Fly Fox Pro says Swamp Thing was good. I never read Swamp Thing in the New 52. Maybe I should check it out. Aquaman was good in the New 52. I agree. I really, really liked Aquaman because they brought him back to basics. He looked like Aquaman again. He wasn't this sort of, blonde version of Submariner with long hair. I mean, they completely ripped that off from Submariner back in the 1990s. I know Aquaman had long hair in the 90s as well, but Submariner had long hair and a beard first. He came out first, and then after he came out, and Jay Lee was drawing him in Namor, then they DC Comics decided to cut off Aquaman's hand and give him the long hair and everything, trying to make him more grim and gritty, like a lot of books were in the mid 90s. So yeah, they basically ripped off the Submariner. But they brought him back to his old clean cut look in the New 52, and I loved that. And I loved how they made him bulletproof and did all this other cool stuff. I mean, he's a cool character, but they they just think that they need to make him look like a biker for some dumb reason. It's like he's not a biker. He's not. He's Aquaman. Bullet says, wait, they turned who gay? They turned the original Green Lantern gay in the New 52, Alan Scott. They made him they made him young, first of all, which was stupid, and he was 20-something years old, and then they made him into he was still CEO of like a major company, but he was gay. He had a boyfriend and stuff. It was just it's just dumb. I mean, it didn't make any sense because the original Green Lantern's son is gay. So if you wanted the gay character, just use his son, from the comics. It was just stupid. But they wanted to make a major character gay. I mean, I guess his son, who's also a superhero, Obsidian. I guess he's not a big enough name, for him to be gay. So they decided to make Green Lantern gay instead. Which was dumb. The Metal says, I never cared for Animal Man before that. I thought it was a good take on the character. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very interesting. Eric Hawkins says, you can also get a clamp on Flex phone holder from Amazon for... Yeah, okay. Yeah, which I mentioned. I'm so far behind in the chat, I apologize. I'm way behind in the chat. Great Scott. I'm going to skip ahead. Or just ignore the chat, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of reading more than I'm drawing. Metal says, I'm really good at them bubble butts. Thank you very much. I've been doing lots of studying. I love the scene in New 52 when Aquaman went into a diner and ordered the fish. Yeah, that was very funny. I enjoyed that. Bullet says, I don't remember that. Was that the second New 52? No, it was the original New 52 from, what, 2013, I think, whenever they started it. Lex Luthor was badass in New 52. I don't remember him from that. But, Victor says, this looks really freaking cool. They say Huerta is the Comicsgate Joe Mad, but I think you have more of a resemblance. Really? To Joe Mad? Huh. Okay. I'll take that compliment. I'm not a big fan of Joe Mad, but I certainly appreciate his work. But I do agree. I see a lot of Joe Mad in Andrew Huerta's work. I mean, Andrew Huerta's work is much more kind of, I don't want to say spastic. I'll say energetic. But I definitely see a Joe Mad influence in his work. I know I skipped over a lot of comments in the chat, but I apologize. I need to keep drawing. And I've not yet mastered the fine art of drawing and reading at the same time. I really apologize. Victor says, hell yeah, this reminds me of the Darksiders stuff. I haven't read the Darksiders, so I'll take your word for it. Hopefully it was really, really well drawn, and that's why it reminds you of it. I'm going to use my smaller pencil for this. Let me check my glasses, because they seem to... the lens seems to be popping out. No, it's still in there. It's weird. Sorry. Having eyeglass issues. And when you can't see without glasses, it's not good. Annoying. Brr. Rest him. Alright, I'm gonna hope that I can figure that out once I start inking it, because it's giving me... usually feet don't give me problems, but I think it's like... I think I'm struggling because this is like getting very close to a tangent with right here with this one panel here, and that's frustrating me. I'm trying to figure out how to avoid it being a tangent, which I do not want. Tangents are bad. Bad tangents. Alright, now I got his tail here. We could get his tail there. Huh. What I wanted... I'll give it a shot. I don't know how well it's going to come across, but I want her bosom to be sort of squished there, pressed against the ground, but I don't know how well it's going to translate. I do not know. Ah well. Ah well. Fun with drawing. Get his furry tail. Trusty Zach says stream hopping again. Back later. Okay, see you later. Okay, the metal is dipping. He's taken off. He dropped the link to the campaign one more time before he leaves. Thank you very much, the metal. I really appreciate it. Go to Secret-Comics Presents. It's in the chat right now. The link is also in the description. Please click that link to buy a copy or 10 of this comic, Secret Comics Presents. You can also buy a head sketch from me of any character you like, and also you can buy these original pages of art that I'm currently drawing, if you like. There are a lot of tiers. You can buy two issues for 2 copies for $16 with free shipping. You can buy a digital copy of the comic for $8, and there's no shipping with that. We just send it to you directly to your email. So there are a lot of options. I just want to encourage everybody to go back the comic and purchase a copy, because if we can't fund the comic, we can't publish it and we can't mail it out to people. So we need all of your help to help make this campaign a success. And I really appreciate everybody who is taking the time to watch me, to support me, and to you know, to support the comic book. Nasser and I greatly appreciate it. Mal says that kneeling pose alone is well worth the price of the book. Yes, yes. It's this is an $8 rump shot. And I'm still working on it. I'll be working on that rump shot for probably the next month and a half, 2 months, while I'm working on the book. Trying to get it perfect. All you need is more detailed backgrounds, and boom, it's a top tier level project. Man, I'm loving this. Well, I mean, I have to keep working on it. I do the figures first, and I do the backgrounds after that. So, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. All right, let me get back to the drawing. The drawing. What time is it? It's 12:30. What time did I start? 10:45. So it's been almost 2 hours. Okay. Shoot. I want to stop for a few minutes and stretch and get something to drink, but I'm worried that 11 people are going to leave while I'm gone. If you guys promise not to leave for a few minutes, I'm going to stand up, take a short break, and then come back to continue working on this. So if you would, please stick around. I will zoom out a little so you can see the whole page as it stands right now, and I'll be back shortly so that you guys can continue to watch me work on this page. Alright? So I'll be right back. Don't leave. Stick around. If you haven't already, please give this live stream a thumbs up and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, my music went off. Dead, burn it. Oh, I'm back. How you doing? Let's see. 6 people are left. 5 people took the opportunity to take off while I was gone. I had to go on a Capri Sun break, so sorry.
Boys I've known and I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart.
Alright, let's see here. Eric Parker says, yay, Jason is back. Yes, I'm back.
Expressions that really fit you. And so I cracked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Amid this shame, please let me explain. Amid this shame means your plan.
Alright.
Again, I'll explain. It means you're the
Ah.
in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest.
Let's see here.
Fairest in the land.
Trying to think how to depict his hooves.
Please let me explain. Amid Mr. Shane means you're crying. Amid Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Greetings from the Andersons. I'm Patty. I'm Maxine. And I'm Laverne.
I would say fan, or even say for each language only helps me tell you how proud you are. Not far to explain. Amid Mr. Shane, so kiss me, as if you will understand.
Let's see. Eric Hawkins says, I'm an artist on a Kickstarter that's finished 2 weeks ago. We had 20 backers that pledged to be in the book. Ha ha ha! Cool. Ha 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 ha! That's cool. So you have to draw 20 people in your book. You have to take 20 likenesses and put them in the book. That'll be fun. That will be fun. So. Should I put him on fire as well? The devil? Should I make him sort of like flaming? I'm inclined to say no. Maybe a little. I don't know. I'm going to say no. I don't know. I might change my mind. But I don't know. Eric Hawkins says, "Yeah, he needs. Yes, he needs to be flaming." I don't know. It's just I don't want him to look like a fire demon. I mean, I want him to look like Satan. I don't think he necessarily has to be on fire though. I'm gonna leave it. I mean, if I do flames on him, I might do like really like small ones, like this, like on his ankle. You know, just to sort of give the impression that he's, you know, he's on fire, but I'm not. Excuse me.
Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
Flyfox Pro says, I don't anticipate drawing many things that are written by others. This might be the only thing ever, but I thought it would be a good thing for me to do. What are you referring to? I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff while I was gone. Oh, you're going to be drawing a comic for the Corona Kings anthology. Teaming up with Skinny from the Needle Mover Society. Oh, cool. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Okay, sorry I missed that. Yeah, Needle Mover Society is, their videos are very funny. With the old man and his poop reviews, or pooping with Scooter, or whatever it's called. I really enjoy it. And Needle Mover Society gave a very cool endorsement for my comic book, which was very kind of surprising. I mean, I was very happy to see it. It was like, oh, neat. So thank you very much, Neil Mover Society, wherever you are. Fly Fox Pro says, yeah, it's the story about that character Ralph. Okay, cool. Neat. All right. Now, the idea is that Satan is sitting on a throne made up of countless people that are being tortured in hell. He's got his big, hairy, satanic butt on hapless humans who, you know, got sent to hell. It's a bad way to end up. You don't want to end up as Satan's whoopee cushion, so you don't want to end up in hell.
Okay, boys, let her roll.
Eric Hawkins says, I loved Comic Bear's unboxing video. Yeah, that was so funny. I mean, I've watched that probably 3 or 4 times already. I first watched it with my wife on our TV, and because I started watching it, and I was cracking up just from the first few minutes. That I knew my wife had to see it too, and it was so funny. It was so funny. I loved it. I felt bad for him because I kept on thinking, it's like if he'd only take off those stupid bear paws, it'd be a lot easier to open. But it was much funnier just keeping him on, and then him sort of grumbling for 15 minutes struggling to open it. All right, now, what's the best way to do this without killing myself? I'm gonna draw. Well, first I'm gonna sketch. I'm gonna sketch where the faces go on the throne. And I know what I want it to look like in my mind's eye, but it's gonna be. I don't know if I can pull that off. Basically, what I'm thinking of in my mind's eye, I want it to be sort of like a Bernie Wrightson thing, where the chair is made up of really kind of creepy, like stringy entrails and stuff, and people's faces are poking out from them. That's my vision for this little throne, but I don't know if I can pull that off. We'll see. We'll see. Because it's a lot of work. First, let me stand up. Dagnabbit. What does this look like standing up? Stand on my tiptoes. Take a good look at the whole thing. looks okay. Doesn't look terrible. Flyfox Pro says that the new Ralph video has some art I did. Oh, okay, cool. If this project works out and people like my stuff, maybe I'll get other work. But I don't know. I'm not sure my cartoon style is to everyone's liking. Like the Ghost of Christmas Future on Scrooged. What are you referring to, Eric? I think I missed something. Which isn't unusual. I miss a lot of things. Alright. Let me start on this bottom part first. And then we'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. We'll see how it proceeds. Yeah, man. I knew I should have left because now I only have 5 people watching. I'm very sad. Eric Hawkins says, when he opens his robe, all the faces that make up his body. Is that kind of what the throne will look like? I guess so. I'm trying to think of... I remember Scrooge when it came out. I don't think I saw the whole thing. I saw... I mean, I know I had Bill Murray. I know the ending stunk because it really annoyed me when I think I saw it on TV. I remember the ending when he's in front of the TV camera and he's like magically all of a sudden he's like, oh, he's all good and stuff. I never bought that. Maybe if I was a kid when I saw it, but I think I saw it when I was in my 20s maybe when I first saw it. I don't know. But yeah, sure, it's like that, I guess. I mean, it's... What is it like? It's like... I mean, I wouldn't say Scrooge, because I don't really remember that from Scrooge. It's more like... I'm trying to remember. Because I know I've seen something like that before, where... Oh, like The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Remember, like when the Thing would absorb people, and then you see like a mixture of different people's faces on it, sort of like that. That's what I'm kind of envisioning. So more horrific. I'm not sure how. I'm trying to remember. I'd have to watch that scene on YouTube or something again because I don't remember that. But what I'm thinking of is more like from The Thing. You know, where various people's faces on one body, and they're all sort of screaming and stuff. So, hey, Zombie Comics, how you doing? Good seeing you. I keep trying not to hit the camera with my head. I think I want to make them sort of nondescript. I have big news. I just hired 7 artists for my comic. Wow. Dang. You must be rich. 7 artists. Dang. That's awesome. Very good. I'm not gonna worry about hair. Let's make them faces. Nixie says, "Man, you're still live streaming? That's a long day." Well, it has to be continuous. I stopped live streaming after 3 hours this morning, and then I came back at 10:45 tonight. So yeah, just trying to get as much done as I can on this page, so you guys can see that I'm working on a comic book, and that it's getting done, and yeah. I do some things for the comic book off stream, but I want to do as much as possible on stream for you guys to see. So Zombie Comics says, "This Friday is going to be a big night for me. 2 of my artists are going to start drawing. Awesome. The poster for my series will be finished, and I plan on finishing up the 4 scripts I'm working on." That's great. That's fantastic. Very cool. I assume they're comics about zombies. I need to. Come on, man. When your art doesn't do when your art isn't coming out the way your brain wants it to, it's very frustrating. And my poor eyesight is not helping any. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I need to clean my glasses. Let's see. Seems out of focus. Seems out of focus, folks. There we go. Ah, dang it. It was focused for a second. What the frick? What the frick? Why does it keep going in and out of focus? It's very odd. It's very odd. I don't understand why it's doing that. Give me a second. I'll clean my glasses. I shall try to rectify the situation. Keep my eyeglass cleaner close by so I can do that. Eric Hawkins says, "I learned a valuable lesson. Read a script before you agree to be the artist." Yeah, I would do that. Wow. Eric says, "I just finished up a book that I might not have done if I knew more about the story." Ooh, wow. Yeah, you have to be careful. I make sure I read the story and know that I'm gonna be required to draw before agreeing to do something, because you never know. There might be something that you will not want to draw in it. That's happened to me before. I've been asked to draw stuff that I didn't want to draw, and I just say, "Nope, sorry. I would rather not do that job." So All right, cool. This is finally focused. Let's see if it'll stay that way. Okay, cool. Let's hope it stays that way. If it gets out of focus, please tell me. Let me know. Because I'm not in front of my computer and I don't necessarily see it. Zombie Comics says it's called Zombie Comics Weekly. It's this. Oh wow! It's an 8-issue weekly series. Each issue consists of 3 8-page zombie stories, all drawn by different artists. Wow, that is cool. Eric Hawkins says a paranormal investigator who's an awesome lady and her friends investigated an abandoned hospital. Well, the story is fine. It's the people in it, so it's a character issue. Yeah. All right, let me draw. Less talking, more drawing. All right. Eric Hawkins says the 2 guys, a married couple who run a large celebrity PR firm, don't think they look as old as they actually are. Huh. Did you read horror comics as a kid? Asked Nick C. Are you asking me? As a kid? Well, I mean, I saw them. I didn't really read them per se. I was more into superhero comics, but you know, I would look at the old like EC comics, like Tales from the Crypt and stuff. You know, I mean that stuff to me was fun. You know, I like Tomb of Dracula from Marvel Comics and that sort of stuff. But I didn't really gravitate towards them. Zombie comics sound like the type of people who get murdered in thriller movies. Eric Hawkins says, and the other character is a reporter for the Huffington Post. That's funny. So my ideals don't quite align with theirs on a lot of stuff. LOL, but I'm getting paid for it. Yeah. But yeah, you have to be careful what you agree to do before you do it. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Zombie Comics says issue 1 and part of issue 2 of Zombie Comics Weekly will be completed this week. Cool. I'm planning on making all 8 issues and then putting it on Indiegogo. Fantastic. Very good. Nixie says Gene Colan's and Marv Wolfman's Tomb of Dracula was a fun read. Yes, it was. Very cool. Very cool stuff. I'm just testing out the sort of stringy look I want for like the entrails and stuff that make up most of the chair. I think I'm gonna. It's gonna take a long time to do that. Let me lay out some more stuff on this end for getting sucked into the detail of doing all these heads. It's gonna take forever. Basically, I'm drawing people falling into hell here. So, if you can see this, that's the idea anyway. See, Zombie Comics says my goal is to have all 24 stories fully drawn by August. That's very cool. And it's 8 artists, so 3 stories per artist by August. It's ambitious, but as long as you keep on your artists and make sure that they're producing, I think you can do it. Question from Mal. He says, "Why don't comic artists use a traditional wooden pencil anymore?" Well, I know why I don't. I mean, I love wooden pencils. I have one right here. Here's a traditional #2 wooden pencil. The reason why I don't use them, and I haven't used them in years, since college actually, is because as you're sharpening it, the pencil gets smaller and smaller until finally you only have like this much to grip onto it, okay? And that's extremely difficult to draw with. You know, when you sharpen it, it gets shorter and shorter until you only have like this much left, and you're stuck with this. It's a pain in the neck to draw. It's much easier to use a mechanical pencil where your grip, the part of the pencil you're gripping, doesn't shrink. The only thing that shrinks is the actual lead here, you know? So a mechanical pencil is much easier. For me as an artist, it's not easier on my fingers. I don't have to adjust my grip depending on the length of the pencil and everything. So that's why I do it. I don't know why other artists may do it, but I'm guessing it's probably for very much the same reasons. It's just easier on your hands. Inkwell says, "Looking great." Oh, thanks. Trying to make it look great. But yeah, hopefully the end result will look even more great, more better great. And I'm just trying to draw the background of hell. And basically it's just people falling from the sky into the flames. Into the flames licking up, waiting for them as they scream horrified at how their life has ended. For decades they laughed. Ha ha ha, I don't have to worry. My money will keep me safe. I don't need to worry about anything else. And now, in their final moments, they see how wrong they were. Trying to think what else well, I gotta think about it. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna have some, maybe I'll have some tentacles or something coming out from the flames to grab them as they come down. I don't know. Zombie Comics says I'm thinking of completing one script a week starting next week. That's a good pace. It's 1:46. So started at 10:45. That's 11:45. Blah, 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 blah. So it's 3 hours. I've been working on this. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I believe it's getting a little late, and I'm gonna get up for church tomorrow. So, but I want to thank everybody for watching. Let's see. Let me zoom out so you guys can take a look at the whole thing as it stands right now. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. All right. There we go. You guys see that? Is that? Hold on. Is that a little better? All right. Let me pull up and down. There we go. That. Like that. So it's getting there. I'll probably, the next live stream, I will probably start on a new page. This one's, I'd say, 75% done. So it's good enough for me to finish on my own off stream. And you guys have a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. So, and then once I start inking it later on, it'll look even different. So, but this, for now, this is good enough. How's that? There we go. Still doesn't look sharp. I don't know why it's not zooming in. I mean, not focusing. It looks out of focus to me. But, oh well. What can you do? Good enough, I suppose. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. There'll be some more. Mal asks, how many pages do you daily do on average? There is no, I mean, it takes me about a day to do a page, so a page a day. But I'm not penciling every day because I have other freelance jobs I'm working on. So, but on average, I can pencil a page a day. So, this one, I mean, I've done this page today. I started this morning, drew for 3 hours, well, roughly 3 hours because I was talking a lot, and then I've done the last 3 hours. I've done the rest of it up to this point. So, but in 8 hours, I could do this page in that amount of time. Let's see. Eric Hawkins says it's looking great. Thanks. Thank you very much. Need to keep working on it though. Humber Bear says yes. 1 million confirmed. I wish. Humber Bear says looks good here. Cool. Okay. Good. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please give this live stream a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so that as I continue drawing more pages, you'll be able to watch. And make sure to hit the bell for notifications, and make sure notifications are set for all. And if you have not already done so, please click the link in the description of this live stream, www.secret-comics.com. It's also scrolling at the bottom of your screen, somewhere down here. And yeah, please support the comic. Buy a copy. You can buy digital copies, physical copies, signed copies, headshots of the character of your choice. You can buy this actual page. You can go on there and buy this actual original art page for your enjoyment on our Indiegogo site. So please go to the Indiegogo site, secret-comics.com, and support the comic book, because without your support we cannot publish the book, and we would love to do so. But anyway, thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great remaining of the weekend. I hope you have a fantastic Palm Sunday, which is, at least where I am, it's now Sunday, so it's now Palm Sunday. Next weekend is Easter weekend, so I hope you have a great Palm Sunday, and I will probably see you guys again on Monday. That'll probably be the next time that I stream. It'll be on Monday. So, but anyway, you guys take care. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it, and it really gets me going in terms of continuing to draw the comic, and yeah, just in general, artists need a lot of encouragement. So I appreciate your encouragement by hanging out with me and keeping me company. But anyway, you guys take care, and I will see you later. Stay out of trouble. Bye.